Over the last 17 years, man, you spent 17 years at ESPN.
I know.
It's a long time. Me too. I was at 17 years.
You were there for 17 years?
17 years.
You spent much of your time in
well, no, I was back and forward. I was everywhere. I was LA, Bristol.
Okay.
Well, it started off in Bristol first.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, I was never in Bristol.
So I did Bristol, but I didn't live in Bristol. I lived in LA, and I would fly back and forth on the weekend. Then we created the best morning radio show in all of LA, me, you, and Travis.
Ever,
by far. And then I left there, even though I didn't know I was leaving. At the time I was leaving, Did
they leave you on the tarmac?
No, the rumors were happening. Then I went to New York and took over the morning show. And then I did that for three and a half years, me and Jay, Will, and Max. And now I'm working for Fox because they made a decision that I was no longer needed. Anyway.
Wow. They've made that decision wrongly about a lot of people.
Well, that's part of the business.
Yeah, it is.
You were at ESPN. One of your roles was an NBA editor.
Yep.
Page 2 columnist, which I don't even know what that is. Radio host,
Wait,
co-host.
what do you mean you don't know what Page 2 was?
I don't remember it.
Ralph Wiley? Hunter S. Thompson?
No.
Oh, man.
No.
That hurts my ego.
I don't.
Because Page 2 is one of the things that's high on my LinkedIn page.
Yeah, but I don't. Only thing you were like the Sports Nations.
Sports Nation.
I don't remember Page 2. What was it, like a column or something?
So ESPN.com was
well, that's the problem with me right there, .com.
So there you go. So the .com was like the clean-cut version of ESPN, right? And then Page 2 is where they kept the riffraff.
So they put y'all on
So on Page 2. Bomani Jones was Page 2. So, they kept all those rebel rousers over there.
So you did all that working with so many different people. Yep. But I really want to know, though, out of everybody you worked with over the 17 years, why did I become the favorite? That's really what I want to know.
Because you paid all the meals, man. Every time we went out, you paid all the drinks. No. It's weird,
No,
man.
I didn't pay for... I don't think I paid in New York before the U.S. Open. At Toscana... I think it was Toscana we went to or whatever it was called.
Did I pay?
I think you might have paid.
Oh, I must have been drunk. I would have never taken my card out first.
It was the night before the opening of the U.S. Open.
Oh, when you got me drunk before work.
You got drunk before we went down. Right, remember we walked downstairs?
I'm going to tell. So, day before the U.S. Open.
Yes.
We're hanging out. I forgot what sort of speakeasy place you done got me to.
It was Toscana. I think that's the name of it, right?
It was something. It was something hidden.
My bad. La Esquina.
It was hidden.
No, it was La Esquina.
It wasn't regular.
Yeah, La Esquina.
The Uber driver didn't know where to drop us off.
It was La Esquina.
It was hidden. That's
right. Yeah, because up top was the diner, then you go downstairs.
So I go downstairs. We have a couple drinks. I'm thinking we just drinking for a couple drinks. You convinced me to stay up all night long. Next thing I know, 6 hours later, the alarm goes off. I ain't study. I ain't sober, but I got 12 hours attendance ahead of me. So you a bad influence on me. But the reason why I love you so much, Key, real talk, it was the first time we met.
Yeah.
At the restaurant. Harold and Bells, right?
Harold and Bells.
Harold and Bells, because you wanted to check my black card.
Well, they told me, okay, so the only thing I knew...
Wait, who they? Who they? I need to know how this all started.
Well, we actually have that old tweet of yours so I guess first time you guys met, he picked the soul food joint in the hood so he could check his black card.
No, that's not it. This isn't it.
And then when he found out that they didn't have cornbread, he had to check in. He had to see if you had your black card.
No, that's true, but that's not this isn't the video. This is like
that's from Cabo.
It's just a tweet.
Yeah, no, this is Cabo.
But he's talking about when you guys first met.
Oh yeah, so when we first met, it was Amanda and Dan,
yeah.
Me, you, Amanda, Dan. So they say, hey, we're trying to put the show together. We want you obviously to be a part. We need you to approve the individuals you could be possibly working with.
Approve.
Okay. So I said, man, who? You don't know this LZ Granderson? I said, LZ Granderson? I think I know that name. It's a dude from like CNN, and I think he works on like ESPN doing something. So I remember Amanda sending me a picture. I'm like, oh shit, this dude here, he got dreads and shit. I'm like, okay, let me figure this dude out. So obviously I knew that you was LBGTQ, right? I knew that.
Right? Just one of them, though. I'm not all of them. I'm just the G part. I don't do all the other ones.
So I'm like, Keyshawn, first thing I do, I'm inner city kid. So I'm like, man, I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna take him to Harold and Bell's and see what he talking about, because I know him from afar. He's a journalist, so he really could be like, hey, how you doing there, Keyshawn? So I just wanted to make sure. So we go in the place and we order. And you wanted cornbread.
Cornbread, man.
But they gave us the French bread because
and that ain't black.
What you mean?
Black.
It was
black is either the Jiffy.
Well, that's
if
poor.
your mama can't really cook, right? If your mama can't really cook, she give you Jiffy. But if she can burn,
25 cents a box.
Yeah, exactly. But if she can burn, she make the home meal with the little.
I get it, but Harold and Bell's, because of the cuisine.
I don't know why they don't have no cornbread.
No, because I guess it's the Creole. I guess that's why.
Listen, man, there is cornbread in Louisiana.
I understand, but for some reason they don't make it. Anyway, he tried to say I wasn't black because I didn't take him to a place that had cornbread.
Exactly.
You should have took him to Stevie's Creole.
I don't think Stevie's was available at that time.
Oh, okay.
They hadn't opened back up.
But KJ. Is that what we call him? KJ?
Junior.
Keyshawn Jr.? What we call him?
I call him Kiki.
Kiki. Junior.
I can't call him Kiki.
Why?
Exactly.
That
you call me Junior.
Yeah, I'm going to call him Junior.
Why? Because it's coming from you?
Because a gay black man should be calling no other
man. That
ain't cool, man. That ain't cool, man.
I respect you for that. Hey.
Well, Keyshawn.
All right,
Junior.
Keyshawn Jr. All right, there we go. Keep that official. What was really crazy about that day was that Key was already at the restaurant. I was in the car with Dan and Amanda, who are both white. And we're driving through the hood, and there's some cop activity happening.
Uh-huh.
And Dan and Amanda want to drive by to see what's going on. And I was like, we don't do that. I was like, no. You need to go away from the police officers, not towards the police officer. So I was already in the space when I saw you.
No, but it was good. It was fun times, obviously, working with him. It was Keyshawn. It was. We had a blast, trust me.
Mm-hmm.
And
still having fun.
No, it still have fun to this day, all the time. We absolutely hope you enjoyed this video. If you want more from us, hit that subscribe button for all videos, full episodes, and exclusive content from the show. And don't forget to find All Facts, No Breaks on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.